Hey guys, my name is Foopy and today I'm going to be going over my January favorites, fails, and finished items. I am just going to go ahead and jump into it because I do have quite a few things. The first thing that I have to shout out are these Benefit tints. I have the Cha Cha tint and the Play tint, and they are tints, but I want to keep calling them blushes because that's honestly what I mostly use them for, is blush. I love the shades in these. I do prefer the Play tint because I just prefer pink blushes, but this is a really pretty pink corally color, orangey pink, and every time I wear this one I just find myself thinking that I should reach for it more. So honestly, you can't go wrong with either color. They're so quick to put on in the morning. That's something that I love about these, is you just put them on, you spread it out on your cheeks, and it lasts on your cheeks all day. I wear a mask at work, and so there's no issues with the mask rubbing on my cheeks or anything like that. And they do sell these in a smaller size if that's something that you'd be interested in as well. My only complaint is I wish that they had a more variety of colors, because they mostly have just like pinks and oranges and red colors. So yeah. The next item is this Lush Fairy Dust dusting powder, and I actually wound up getting this because of TikTok. I saw a TikTok with it. I really liked that it had glitter, and I thought the idea was cute. I've never tried like a fragrance powder before, and I really love this guy. When I bought it, I was stuffed up, and when I first tried it, I was stuffed up, so I couldn't really smell it all that well. But I remember receiving a compliment at the end of my work shift, and I was like, hey, this thing really works. And yeah, when I wore it again, that time I could smell it on me throughout the day. And you can dust it on your clothes, which is what I do. You can dust it on your body, and it really does last. The only thing I will say is it smells like synthetic banana to me. So if that's not a smell that you enjoy, you probably won't like this, but it gives it, I don't know, there's a familiar like synthetic banana smell in this guy. So if you don't like that, you won't like it, I think. The next thing is also from Lush. It is this American Cream conditioner. I love this conditioner. I used to have a super long hair pretty much all my life, and so I've tried a bunch of different conditioners, and I've never tried a conditioner that truly leaves a fragrance in your hair, honestly, for days. I can put this on in the shower, and if I wash my hair the next day, I can literally smell myself shampooing it out, because the fragrance is just so good on this. It's like a vanilla, clean, like, I want to say almost like baby smell as well. And I just really love this thing. I got a huge one because I did have long hair when I got it, and they do sell a smaller size in this one if you're interested in that. Highly recommend this conditioner, and it does do its basic job that it should as a conditioner. And then the next thing is this e.l.f. Liquid eyeshadow in Disco Queen. I actually saw this on I guess they would be a coworker of mine that they're pretty much like me, where you know, you basically do the same kind of go-to eye makeup look every day. And when she wore this, I just remember being so blown away by how amazing her eyes looked. And she told me that she was only wearing this, no other eyeshadow, so I had to check it out for myself. And it's actually what I'm wearing on my lids today, and I've put on top of my graphic liner as well. And I love this thing. I love the glitter in it. It's so nice. It's pretty affordable from what I remember, but I love wearing this on its own with just basic mascara, just plain liquid eyeliner. Highly recommend this thing if you haven't tried it already. In comparison to the Stila ones, they work just as well. I sometimes will get oily eyelids, and it stays on me, so I highly recommend that. The next thing I have to give a shout out to is this Husky mini blade. I'm covering this because I'm not quite sure. Anyway, I have loved the big one, and I always had my eye on the little one, and I'm so happy that I got this thing because I've just been using the crap out of it for my crafting, especially with my Bakugo gauntlets. This is what I've been using, and it's a lot. I don't know. If you've ever thought about getting a mini blade, just go ahead and do it because you won't regret it. And if you are looking for a specific brand, I definitely would try the Husky brand. Yeah. The last thing for my favorites is this comic book. It's called Grimm. I actually wound up picking up the 5th chapter. Is that what you would call it? I'm sorry, I don't know. The 5th one, because of the cover art. I probably should have got that to show to you guys, but it was so beautiful. It was a foil cover, and I was just kind of shopping around in the comic book store, and I wound up looking up what it looked like inside, and I would show you guys, but I'm not sure. I think it's gonna flag the video if I do that, but the artwork and the just color scheme inside, it's so beautiful. I loved the first chapter. It's so awesome. I love the characters so far, and I'm excited to read the rest of them. So I would definitely check that one out if you're into comic books. Yeah, so I'm gonna go into my finished items because I feel like I have just a few fails, but anyway, I'm gonna group these two together. This is the Sugar Bear Hair Sleep Vitamins. These, I do recommend these. They do work. I will say I wouldn't use them as like a treat because I kind of did that, and I feel like you can build a tolerance to it, but I just stopped taking it, and I only used it on the nights where I wanted a little extra boost to try to get to sleep, and I feel like they worked all right. To be honest with you guys, I think I might try the stronger version. There's supposed to be a stronger version, and since I seldom use them anyway, I'm thinking the stronger version might be good to just have around, but they taste so good. In my opinion, they taste better than the ones for like your hair. Yeah, I would recommend those. And then this next thing is the Organic Xylem Fiber by Organic India, and I did not like these. The serving size on these is so extreme. You're supposed to take 5 at a time and twice a day, so that's 10 of these things. I think I only did that once or twice, and I prefer my I forgot what it's called, but they're in an orange bottle. I prefer those, and then I've been eating a lot cleaner lately, so I only really have fiber stuff on the days where I eat pretty bad. But regardless, this was pretty pricey, and I don't think it was worth it. The next thing is this Milani lip gloss in Tropical Shine, and I believe this was part of my project pan for 2022. I did wind up using this completely. I even took the stopper out, and it's so satisfying that I got this done. This was a really nice lip gloss. It was very moisturizing, so I would recommend it for that. It just wasn't special as far as like the color goes. I don't know, I would not repurchase this specific shade, maybe a different shade in that color, but not that one. Another thing I didn't mention in my project pan because I just assumed that I had filmed the finale and posted it, is this Kat Von D tattoo liner. So this is like my second or third that I finished up. I wound up falling in love with this eyeliner. To be honest, it's still not matte enough for me, but the bristle brush and just the precision, the marker format of it, I use it to kind of make my lines, and then I'll fill it in with a different like Milani liquid liner, and honestly just nothing has compared to this. I'm not in a situation now where I'm actively hunting for makeup because I want to use up what I have, so I will be repurchasing this until something comes along that's better otherwise. The next things I'm going to group together as, oh no, this one. I'm going to group together as well. They're face washes. The first one is the Youth to the People Kale and green tea spinach vitamins superfood cleanser, and the fresh soy face cleanser. So this is my face wash that I have been using for years. I always recommend I always recommend this to people when they're getting into skincare. I just feel like it leaves your face clean, but it doesn't overly strip your skin, and I just really like it. I wound up getting this fresh one as a sample when I bought a moisturizer, and I really actually, well, now in the winter months, I'm preferring this one over this one, just because even though this one doesn't strip your skin, it does leave you kind of like with a really cleansed feeling, if that makes sense. Whereas this one, its flaw is that because it's so moisturizing, it feels like my skin isn't completely clean. But there's days when I do like that. But anyway, I do have a backups of these, and I have actually another sample of this one. So I'm gonna try them out and see what happens. But another thing I don't like about this one is that it does have a 6-month expiry date, and I am trying to be better about like skincare products and not letting those go as long as I do with the expiry date. So we'll see. The next thing is this cream by The Ordinary. It's the Natural Moisturizing Factors plus HA. This is a basic moisturizer. I feel like I will not be repurchasing this. I had a backup of it just because I didn't really have like a cream that I used. But I feel like my Krell moisturizer is more moisturizing than this. And if I'm just gonna want like a basic cream, I'd rather go for that one. I don't know. But if it is really affordable, and if you are in the market for a basic cream, I would maybe check this one out. I just think that with my more expensive creams that I have that are more moisturizing, I'd just rather reach for those and use up those and get my money's worth from those before they expire than that. I can't talk. Okay, my last finished item is this White Rose and Bloom manga. I cannot talk. I actually wound up picking up the first and the second one on a whim at Barnes, and it's not part of my favorites because I wasn't blown away from this thing. The first couple pages of it is what really drew me in. I was expecting maybe more spice than what actually happened, and I don't know, it was like a very cute story. Like, it's in a boarding school setting. It gave me like nostalgia to like some of the books that I would read when I was in, I don't know, middle school and stuff. So it was cute for that. I am excited to read the second one, but the reason it's not in my favorites is just because I am probably going to resell this one and the second one unless the second one changes my mind, because I just don't want it to be part of my collection and like continue to purchase the rest of these, if that makes sense. But that's my opinion right now. It could change, but as far as like if you're looking for something cute to read, or you're just interested in, maybe give it a shot. I don't know on those. On that one. My last two items are my fails, and the first one is this Milani blush in Peach of Me. I got sucked into this because Milani had a line where it was just like fruit themed, and I love my Milani Luminoso. I have the blush before the formula changed, and luckily it's still good. And so I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking I was maybe gonna find something better than the Luminoso. I don't know, but it sucks. Every time I put this on, I just regret it. I wind up putting a different blush on top. I thought if I get lighter or if I get darker skinned, then it'll work, but the truth is I just need to get rid of it because I could be using other blushes that I love. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. And then the last thing that is a fail is this Patrick Star one size eyeliner in Bossy Blue, and this guy is part of my project pan. I do plan on finishing this because I just feel like I can, and the reason I don't like this guy, let's see if you'll be able to tell. Well, that was a really heavy hand, but this is kind of a bad example, but when you're using it on your eyelids, or at least when I'm using it on mine, it's very streaky, it's not opaque. I did wind up getting the black and the brown eyeliner, and the black one is really opaque in comparison to this. I might try using it on top of like eyeshadows and just primer and seeing if anything changes, but just on the fact that I have to, you know, make it work for me, I would never purchase this again. I'm also not a fan of felt tip liners, and yeah, I just don't recommend it. So anyway, thank you guys for spending time with me. I hope to be posting more on here. I hope you guys don't mind the shorts, and let me know what was your favorite item for the month, or an item you finished, or an item that you hated. I'd love to talk makeup with you guys, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Bye.